All right, we are back, and welcome back to Hannity. In the great state of Pennsylvania, Dr. Mehmet Oz is with us. And joining us now, former Speaker of the House and Fox News contributor Newt Gingrich is with us. Warm welcome to Newt. For people at home, that's Newt, that's not a boo, okay? Newt, okay. Senator Tom Cotton from the great state of Arkansas is here. Senator Tim Scott from the great state of South Carolina is with us. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I could see two potential presidential candidates down the road. I'm just guessing. You never know. Just throwing that out there. Thank you all for being with us. You know, you're running your own re-election race.
Absolutely.
I predict you win by 12, so I'm glad you're here. But you made it a priority to help Herschel.
Yes.
To help Dr. Oz. And Lindsey Graham said something the other night that people in South Carolina are tired of having their votes canceled out by these radical liberal senators.
Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. When you think about the most important issues to Americans, inflation, Biden has provided the American people with a pay cut, 18 consecutive months, with inflation outpacing wage increases. And in York, Pennsylvania, we're going to send a message to all America. Elect Dr. Oz. It's got to start here, without any question. John, I can't even believe it. Think about what you said during your amazing monologue. A person puts a shotgun in a man's chest, an innocent man. Imagine it being a white Republican putting the shotgun
You're scaring me now.
in the chest of a black man. Okay? We go to church together.
We actually do.
Can you imagine
No.
the media frenzy around that issue? Can you imagine having a president who says nothing on that? The national media silent, the vice president silent. Why? Because they care more about the issue than the people living in impoverished areas where I come from. Think about the single mothers trapped in their houses at night, praying for daylight so they can go outside because they're afraid of the crime driving throughout this nation. We need a common sense conservative from Pennsylvania to bring home the majority. Let's start with Dr. Oz.
By the way, for the record, Senator Scott was not kidding. We actually have the same pastor. He introduced me to him, and has had such a great impact on my life.
Awesome.
And I appreciate you as the friend that you are, great friend that you
bless
are.
you.
Senator Cotton, you're up from Arkansas. You know what? I'm glad you're here. This is important to the country. Thank you for being with us. When you compare and contrast Fetterman and Dr. Oz, you can't have a bigger choice election than this.
It really couldn't be a bigger choice election, Sean. And I got to tell you that control of the Senate in Washington runs through Pennsylvania. We have to elect Dr. Oz if we want a Republican majority to put the brakes on Biden's radical ideological agenda. Let's just take the energy issue, Sean. Dr. Oz and I were out on a natural gas pad in western Pennsylvania a couple days ago with hardworking Pennsylvanians who are getting God's resources out of the ground for the benefit of America and the rest of the world. Just think about the issues that you care about. Do you care about high-paying, good-quality jobs for thousands of Pennsylvania families? You've got that. Do you care about lowering inflation, lowering the cost of your utility bills? Then Pennsylvania can do that for us as well. Do you care about supporting our friends and partners around the world? Wouldn't it be better if our friends in Europe had Pennsylvania gas as opposed to Russian gas? And if you're concerned about our environment, isn't it better for us to be using good, clean, burning Pennsylvania natural gas than having third world coal dug up with the worst kinds of practices all around the world? Yet, John Fetterman, as you saw, he would ban hydraulic fracturing, the most advanced, innovative, environmentally friendly way to get that natural gas out of the ground. Dr. Oz will be a champion for Pennsylvania's energy industry. He will prevent the Democrats from forbidding it, and he will promote it in Washington, D.C.
For those of you that may not know in the crowd, I first met Newt Gingrich in a Holiday Inn room in 1990. I was a local host in Alabama, and then I got a job offer in Atlanta, where you were, and I was the MC the night that he became Speaker of the House in 1994. It was the honor of my life. And he's one of my dearest, closest friends. But you're one of the smartest political strategists I've ever met. And you have been defining the closing arguments of this election. Explain.
Look, it's not complicated. If you like inflation eating up your paycheck, you ought to vote Democrat. If you like having your 401k collapse so you can't afford to retire, you ought to vote Democrat. If you think having a guy run for the Senate who voted 25 times to release a murderer when the other 4 members of the parole board voted no, the only person to vote for these 25 murderers was Fetterman. Now, if you think that's a good idea and Philadelphia doesn't have enough crime and Pittsburgh doesn't have enough crime, you ought to vote Democrat, because they're going to make sure you get more. They want to give you more of the wrong thing and less of the right thing. So this is not a complicated election. It's a straightforward election of having every American look at the world around them and make a simple decision. You want to keep going down this road or not? One last thing. I've known Mehmet Oz for many years. I knew him back when he was already an Eagles fan, which I have to say. Anyway.
Hold on.
One can only go so far.
You may have lost in votes in Pittsburgh.
I think any Pennsylvania team is acceptable at this point. But I know that he went to medical school in Pennsylvania. He went to business school in Pennsylvania. He grew up in the Philadelphia suburbs. And like everything else about Fetterman's campaign, the attack on Oz was just plain a lie. Fetterman cannot tell the truth, because if he's going to tell the truth, he might as well get off the ballot.
Wow.
Great point. Let me highlight one thing. I touched on it earlier, but it's rare that I'm in a group, and we do a lot of gatherings like this. Just if you don't mind, put your hands up if your life has been touched by fentanyl. So you see how many hands go up.
Wow.
Now, here's the part that hurts me. I'm a doctor. I've dealt in addiction for many, many years. And I understand how challenging it is to come back from that abyss of darkness. When John Fetterman says he wants to legalize all drugs, decriminalize all drugs, when he wants to create heroin injection sites, and no one wants it in their neighborhood because they know it brings crime, it's devastating to communities. And then when he says he wants an open border because he wants more workers and he wants sanctuary cities so our governments can't work, municipal and federal governments can't work together, you build what we have now in Pennsylvania, a rabid illness that is taking over all of our youth. And we haven't done anything about it because we're following John Fetterman's and people like his lead. I think addiction is probably big in South Carolina, right?
Yeah, I mean, think about the issue. 107,000 Americans have lost their lives, plus, because our borders are open. We need to build a wall to stop that fentanyl from walking across the southern border. We have an opportunity. We have an opportunity to restore sanity to this country by controlling our borders. Every single county in America, every single county in Pennsylvania is a border county because we're all experiencing illegal immigration, fentanyl, and national security risk because of that southern border being open.
So let me ask you, if I can, a question for everybody. The reason this race, I think, is where it is because the Democratic Party has been pouring money into Pennsylvania. I just learned before I walked out on the stage here, we're expecting another $10 million coming against us. And it's a panic move because they know they're in trouble. And they're pulling in money from every which way. That's why it is vital that we have the support. If I can tell the truth about John Fetterman more than he lies about me, we've got this race. I think you've all been there.
DrOz.com?
DrOz.com.
Say it again. I didn't hear you.
DrOz.com.
One more time.
DrOz.com.
I'll say it. It's very simple. Yeah. If you want to keep murderers in prison and you want to keep John Fetterman on his parents' allowance, go to DrOz.com and check it out.
And with that, we'll take a quick break. We'll have more with Dr. Oz, Newt Gingrich, Senators Tim Scott and Tom Cotton. We are in York, Pennsylvania. Thank you for being with us.